on to our next stop. This is a biggie, guys. Don't go anywhere. We are in Michigan, Benton Harbor, Michigan, coming around the bend at vehicle number 3, car number 2, vehicle number 3. Hey.
Single wide.
That's interesting. That's kind of like a little cabin-ish, this extended cabin. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Maybe we can turn around in the yard. It's always fun, you know, driving into these new areas.
Interesting little.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I wonder where the car is. I guess we'll just stop right here. Wait till you see this one. This one is a legend. Dave, how you doing, sir? Good to meet you. Good to meet you, sir. We've been talking. When did we start this conversation? February?
2nd.
Oh, wow.
Well, I just left the text, messages from the, I think the first email.
Yes, yes. So we are here. Our first trip, you could see, is
Frank White.
Mike White?
Frank.
Frank White?
And this is Dave. This is my manager,
I'm
David.
And this is another Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, pleased to be
David
here.
got to come along with us because Becky's babysitting a new horse that we have.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I watched that and I thought, a guy that loves horses can't be all
Yeah, hey, I like the hat. Look at the hat. Well,
in its honor.
that's
I got it out and dusted it off.
absolutely.
It's been a long time. Shall we?
Yeah, well, nobody knows.
I know the wife wanted to be here. She didn't think you'd be here till what, about 4ish or something like that. Says, well, I'll run to Myers. And, and I think Brett took off. He was going to go down to the gym real quick and get back. Well, we'll take our time. Hopefully.
Well, they don't know. The audience doesn't know what we're looking at yet. So this is a surprise.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
Well,
exciting.
that's kind of cool. So I left her unveiled. I had
Yeah.
her covered up with her cover, as she always is. And this gets a great
Oh,
sign.
man.
Sign, open the door.
Here it is, everybody. The first M5. 1988 BMW M5. Look at that. Wow.
Unmolested, untracked, unredone. I mean, she is about as original as they can get.
Well, come in here and tell us about it, Frank. Or
Dave?
Dave, Frank.
I mean,
Frank. Hey, Frank. Frank, tell us about this car, would you? Yeah.
It was my dream car when I finished my an apprenticeship for being a certified calibration tech at gas. Went through 4 years of that. It was a dream of mine because we had owned some BMW before, and
Yes, sir.
I loved it. My son had a 528E. We were real impressed with that. Unfortunately, it got totaled.
Oh boy.
And yeah, he was like 17, so I took a big hit on that one.
Uh-oh.
Every parent does in insurance,
Yeah.
That was terrible. But I was looking for these for I think I finished my apprenticeship in '98. So I was looking for, well, it's a reward. Now we sacrifice, we're making a little more money.
Yeah.
Now I can move on and look. And found one in Florida, and beautiful pictures and everything.
How long ago was this?
This was in the early 2000. This is like March, maybe even February.
Okay.
Where I first found one, I said, okay, I'm gonna go take a look at it.
Yeah.
And so Brian and I, my oldest son, we actually flew down.
Okay.
And it turned out to be just kind of like misrepresented disaster. You would believe this thing had more cracks in it than
the sidewalk, huh? Really?
You couldn't imagine it, and just rattly, just like I was so disappointed. Was gonna buy it anyway. We decided, we were gonna drive it home and everything, and literally a granny shift into third, the clutch just imploded.
Really?
Yeah, and no more, nothing.
Yeah.
It's like,
That was it, all she wrote.
yeah, so we had to rent a car. I think we did a cannonball back here from
So you flew down there to buy an M5.
Yeah.
It was crap, and you had to rent a car to get back.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's a good thing that you didn't get it.
I did, and kept looking, and all of a sudden this pops up.
Where'd you find this one?
This was actually, I can't even remember the exact address, but the guy had it, and he says, look, I got this guy, Sean, you know, and I kind of do this thing, I kind of broker cars. You know, the guy doesn't have time to get rid of it or want somebody to look at it and present it and everything. I said, well, okay. It turns out the guy had owned it for quite a few years, but he got in a bad backside that he could not drive a stick.
Really? Okay,
So went down there and looked at it and said, this is really decent shapes. Yeah, I said it needs a few things here and there, but he says it's solid. And I said, well, you know, your asking price, which I won't disclose it, could you do, you know, any lower? He says, right now, he says, there's 3 people behind it. So I'm not kidding you, that are ready to, you know, at that price. And I go, okay, I'll take a chance. Though we drove it home, and the rest is history for the next probably 3-4 years.
So you're the second owner.
I went through it,
right?
Yeah.
You're the second owner.
I went through it and just started whatever it needed or whatever I took care of, like service items. Okay, if it's worn.
Yeah.
But as I was discussing with you a little bit in the text, I finally, after all these years, opened up the service manual in there, and they were all folded so nice. I never saw them.
Oh, that's funny.
I found records that you wouldn't believe on the service that this got, including the manual had it as inspection level 1. Yeah. But this had inspection level 2.
Okay.
Was completed.
Oh, wow.
And as well as replacing the entire clutch. As well as the bearings, the levers, and even the shaft and grommet
just linkage
underneath, because those were prone.
Well, it's an old car.
And one of the unique things, and I put it on the registry, and Satch Carlson from Rondell, none of his staff could ever figure out what this was.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Of course, proper, they were hand painted.
Okay, they're all hand built, as I understand.
But here's the, right up here. Look up here, and what do you see right there?
Somebody signed it. Really? Do you think that was done at the factory?
Where
would it be done, huh?
Where would it be done? Would a dealer do that? I doubt it. It might have been a special order car for somebody. Yeah,
they put their name on it.
And then they didn't pick it up.
Oh, man.
You know, they
I got to do a little walk around on this car real quick. It's kind of killing me. We're standing here, and I want to dive in. I love it. I love it. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, look at that. Look at the black painted bumpers. You could get them any color you wanted, as long as it's black, kind of like Henry Ford, you know.
Yep. There was a shadow line option, which I think you could get a black interior.
Yes, and I think they only made like 100 of those. Yeah.
I wouldn't want a black interior.
Right. Be pretty hot.
Pretty, and then on a hot day, you do cook in there.
Is this stripe? Is that?
That is painted.
Wow.
That's what is.
Did they all have that stripe? I don't remember the stripe.
This is where it gets fuzzy.
But I love it. Hey, what do you guys think of this stripe?
Original, and I've only seen the stripe.
Because I've not. Brian's doesn't have it. I've never seen the stripe on there.
I wonder if the signature is whose stripe.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know what, Frank? I bet you that's exactly what that is. So somebody had this custom stripe.
The car has never been repainted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this, guys.
Somebody before delivery did a custom. But it'd be so unusual for like a BMW dealership.
Look at that.
I want my car painted right there. My guy
Oh, I'm getting the chills here.
And I have searched for that name, any reference.
It's so awesome to see such a passionate owner too. So cool.
That's what was really cool about it, because I always thought it should be.
Oh, that smell. That 80s BMW smell. It's kind of a waxy, leathery smell, you know?
Yeah.
It's like intoxicating. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
76 from Uncle, 73.
In 160, and we are driving this car home. David? Huh? That dash, every one of these dashes is cracked. Isn't that crazy? Wow.
We were in a motorcycle club locally, a bunch of cops.
Love the wheels.
And,
holy moly. We gotta look at this, David. Grab that hood. Did it pop? Is it? Gotta hit it again. There we go. Yeah, that little catch right there. David, look at that. ATVs. Oh wow, even the hood struts work. That never happens, huh? That is awesome. Look at the hood pad. I'm sure obviously he's changed that. Man, that is cool. That is cool. All right. Well, Dave, I'm going to fire it up, okay? Dave, what do you think of this thing?
This is crazy.
It's beautiful. I love that stripe.
Yeah.
That is so nice. I think it looks fantastic. Because I say I've never seen that stripe before, so yeah,
right.
Somebody had it hand painted, and that's the artist's signature,
yeah,
which is really, really cool. Kind of makes it special, you know?
Yes, for sure.
Oh my gosh. She's warmed up. Oh, there's suspension going over those little undulations, and not a clunk, not a noise at all. Here we go. I've never driven one, Dave.
Really?
Never driven one.
You ever seen one?
Yeah, Brian's got one.
Brian, yeah, Brian's.
Yeah, but I've never driven one. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's got this long pedal, the throttle. It's like really long and really, they were talking about how it's a heavy throttle.
Yeah.
Because you got 6 throttle bodies.
Right.
So there's a lot of spring tension there. And but it's like a long throttle, which is kind of cool because you just really get that sensation of feeding in the throttle.
Right, exactly.
Oh my gosh, David. What are we kicking? What are we getting rid of to keep this car, David?
Oh, I don't even know yet. It's a hard one.
Oh, David, I don't know.
This is one to keep.
This is something else. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the clutch is heavy. You know, it's so cool. Oh my gosh, this is really, honestly, I mean, I knew it was a clean car, but this is actually, like, the general finish of the car. Yeah. It's better than I expected.
It actually impressed me.
Looking at it. It really is nice. It is nice. Wow. This is one, the other cars that I knew, you know, they were done deals and I knew that I was buying them and everything. Yeah. But this is one that is a lot of money and I wanted to see it in person. Yes. You know, and I kind of got to inspect it in person, and, you know, I'm going to crawl around a little bit more underneath of it and stuff. But, you know, so this one wasn't a, you know, it's like, well, I got to see it in order to pay that amount. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, but I don't see how we're leaving without this car. It's really nice. It is, and the smell, everything about it. Condition of it, he really took care of it. Here we go. Oh, my heart's going crazy. It feels weird. It's crazy. And I'm not even, that was just to like 5,500 or 6. I'm not even I'm not even getting on it, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
Transmission's perfect. Try all our gears.
No lights.
Oh my gosh, David. This is really amazing. Oh, I think I passed it. I did. No. Did
Nope,
I?
it's up there.
Okay,
Yeah.
right here. Oh my goodness, David. This is going to be one of the most epic drives, and the driving position in these, it's so funny. We were watching YouTube videos on M5s on the way over here.
Seeing how they would perform.
Yes, this is phenomenal. Holy moly. This is incredible. I'm gonna back it in over here. Back it in right here. We bought those ramps and stuff, David, you know, but I don't even know if we need to get it. I think I'm gonna look underneath of it. I don't even think it needs ramps.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think so. Wow. This is a really beautiful car. What a cool piece of history. I mean, this was a Porsche and Ferrari killer in a 4-door suit. Man. All right, let's take a peek here. Yeah, that's your check for all your stuff. All the cool stuff. Let's check it out. What's funny, Dave, you know, you did a really good job of all the pictures and videos and everything. And remember how you were trying to get me pictures of underneath? Because obviously underneath I was like, you know, most concerned about Michigan is not always the place you want to buy an old car.
I know.
But
see, she's never been out.
Exactly.
She's never been out.
So never been out. So here's the funny thing. So so I brought some ramps, you know, to like get it up in the air and everything. I looked at it.
You want to risk it? You can.
No, I love it.
Oh,
it's
all right.
a deal.
Okay.
I don't even
See,
need
now I feel better because I knew you wouldn't.
Yeah.
From
I don't even want to put it up on the ramps.
I'm looking at it myself.
But you know how it is, the naked eye and looking around.
You're talking to me, and you don't know me, and you met them, and you've been around the block and heard them all, because I have too.
Yeah, but but that's just it though. I've been 30 years of talking to people, and that's why I'm here, because you're such a nice guy and a straight shooter. I wouldn't come here if I didn't feel like, you know, this was, you know, no, I appreciate you. You've been great, but I absolutely love it, and I can't leave without it.
There you go.
So we definitely, I mean, it's just,
Did you
it's
catch
great.
these little things when you get your new tires and stuff?
What's that?
Don't forget to take these off before the guys change the tires.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't find those anymore.
Oh, right.
I bought them, you know, when I got the car, as a little M Touch.
So how many miles have you put on it? What was the mileage?
Probably, you know, less than 10,000.
Less than 10,000 in 20
I just took
years,
it on club events.
Yeah.
And out around here on short trips.
Right.
I did take a couple of 500-mile trips.
Right.
And that was fun. I was by myself. Headed down toward Dayton, Ohio, and there was no traffic on the road that day except for a few kids that wanted to race some old geezer. And well, I was younger then, and it's like I just like, well, come on. We get up to about 105, 110 there. You know. Yeah, you can hear that engine just roaring like that. All right, well, let's leave it there for a while. Well, let's step it up to about 150. Then you can see that you can hear it over there in East Strait. Hey, punches it. Oh, you can get 125, 30 out of it.
Yeah.
I just let him go, and then I
just
went by him. Went like that.
That's awesome.
Never saw him again.
That is amazing. Yeah, because I think this car is about 150 mile an hour car.
It will.
Yeah.
The chip and the little extra fuel injector duration, I think, and the timing made the difference, because I'll be real honest with you, I never had it at 150 because I didn't have to, because I stopped at 145. I said, there's no need to.
Oh,
and it was still handling like a go-kart. It was when I tested those bushings I put in.
That's right, I forgot. You told me about those upgraded
Those
bushings.
those are upgraded to that is a 750 IL, the top.
Okay.
Bushing in there. I spread the mounts 2 millimeters.
Right.
Pressed them in with my press down there. Right. Is a different car after that.
Yeah. So that's a common upgrade for these, right?
No.
Or not?
A lot of people don't know about it.
Don't know about it? Okay.
The people at Rondell, right, I mean, it's probably forgotten and lost
Yeah.
from the E28 community.
Okay.
But these cars always suffered from the shimmy shakes.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. Because the bushings would get just a little bit worn on top.
Yeah.
And so you feel
Start
like,
oscillating.
Yeah, you'd feel a little bit, and nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
They just couldn't hold
The
tight enough.
load.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not no more.
So refresh my memory. How did you find this?
How did I find this?
How did you find us?
Oh,
because you
guys,
emailed
I've
me.
been kind of watching the channels
Have
for
you?
a long time.
Okay.
I have, and you know the wizard, you know, says, "Oh, I don't know where Bob finds these." So I mean, it's like I watch all them guys, you know, Eric, and so I'm kind of like, gosh, I wish I could go to lunch with you guys all once. Because
if you get to Kansas, we'll definitely treat you.
I know you would. And, you know, who knows what the future is.
Well, Dave, I tell you, I appreciate you calling me. I appreciate you giving me the honor and opportunity to. This is like one of my bucket list cars, and actually, we were just talking about this, Dave, because I kind of like to, you know, for my own personal collection, you know, of each kind of make, there's kind of like a top of the mountain for me, right? So I've got the Porsche 930 Turbo, right?
Oh, I know.
And it's kind of like, to me, like the modern cars, I don't care about new cars, right? And then my Ferrari 348, I love that, you know. And like I said, that one,
Shades of what's his name? Hawaii.
Oh yeah, the Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
Right.
I mean, those days, they're iconic cars.
Oh, I love that car. And then, but BMW though, right? Like his old school, you know.
And the
everybody knows
sleeper.
the E30 M3s, right? But you know what though? Actually, this car's more me than an E30 M3.
It's
you know.
Place to go would be
They
M1.
never see it coming.
Yeah,
It doesn't make
right.
it doesn't make a real idle sitting there pull up next to somebody. They don't think nothing of it.
Right.
But as soon as the tech, gets about 3,000 or up, we're on Le Mans.
Exactly.
We're racing.
Well, it's basically a detuned M1 supercar engine, you know?
Right, that's what its development roots came from.
Exactly.
And that's why it's so reliable, because
Yeah.
those things were kicking out with 600 horse.
Are
in a
they
day
really?
for-
That's insane. But so what I'm going to do is fix it all up. Have it, although it doesn't need much, but
It's gonna need a little
like a
things.
couple dinks.
Yeah.
See, I'll get those taken out.
Paintless,
Van Gogh,
full.
polish it
Yep.
exactly. And I love this stripe. But now my dilemma is something's got to go, Frank. I gotta kick
move
something
on.
out. So this car, it might initially go up on the website because this is business, but it might mysteriously disappear off the website.
I hope so.
It is beautiful. And my friend Brian is so sad he couldn't be here because he has one. And he was so wanting to come on the trip. But Brian, I'm sorry, you can't have two. Well, let's get the paperwork done and get you paid, sir, and I'll get out of your hair.
And then I got a few, I do have some
extra parts and
that
stuff.
go with it that,
Right.
they're of no use to me, particular, because you might need them for a normal wear item.
Yeah.
And then you'll have them. But,
well, thank you,
got
Dave.
nothing to worry about.
I appreciate
All right,
it.
let's...
Right here. Oh man, I'm having a moment here. So I left the house and I kind of wanted to get on the interstate and get where I don't have any distractions and everything, and kind of be paying attention. But so I'm going 70 mile an hour down the road right now, and I tell you, I love this car, and I'm so honored for Dave to reach out to me and trust me to take the car, give it the love it deserves. And honestly, man, I hate to tell you guys, I got to put it on my website because it goes into inventory, but I don't know. This one might go into the personal collection. it's a special car, special ownership. The way Dave just how passionate he was about this car, you can just tell that this car was his baby, and that really means a lot to me. And forget the car dealer stuff, that's car guy stuff, and that really hits you, and just wonderful. I so enjoy meeting the entire family, such a beautiful family, and so I'm driving this down the road. This is the first time I've ever driven an M5, and I've had lots of E28s, 528s, 535s, 535 ISs. You know, they're great cars, but this is the pinnacle. This is really peak 5 Series in my book. You know, this is it. You know, the M5s that came after, you know, they're great cars, more performance, all that, but it goes really into the modern era of BMW. This is the last of the old school BMWs, and there are cars that are just at the top of the list for me on each mark, and I would say that this is the top of the list, the mark for me for BMW. You know, there's some cool BMWs. Okay, BMWs that I could actually buy and drive. Obviously, an M1 would be insane, but no, that's not happening. But you know, I really, because I have an old, you know, 82 AMG 500 SE Mercedes, you know, and you know, and it's black with tan interior. So I really dig that hot rod sedan. I've always loved hot rod sedans. I've had E55s and S55s and 63s, and you know, I love a good hot rod sedan. You know, and black is always cool. Like, I got an 03 S600 that's kind of our driver at home, the twin turbo V12. But I hope, you know, the smell of this car, and I wish you guys were with me here in the passenger seat to experience this car. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of expressing it, but it is wonderful. So I'm taking the first stint. We're headed to a couple hours from Lafayette, Indiana, and picking up car number 3. This is quite the trip. I hope you're enjoying it. So on to car number 3. Wow. Enjoy the ride, my friends.